Welcome children in bio class. Children, you have studied. There are two phases in the life cycle of the plant. One is vegetative phase and other is reproductive phase. Reproductive phase in plants starts with initiation of flowering. It represents a radical change in the physiology of plants. The physiological mechanism responsible for flowering is controlled by two factors. First is the photoperiod and second is temperature. Photoperiod means the light, the time or number of hours a plant is getting the light or plant is exposed to the light, and temperature. So these are the two factors which are responsible for physiological mechanism for flowering. The response of a plant to relative length of light and darkness within 24 hours is known as photoperiodism. So, the response of a plant to relative length and light and darkness with 24 hours is known as photoperiodism. It was studied by two scientists, W. Garner and H.A. Allard. They established the concept of photoperiodism from a simple experiment. They observed Maryland mammoth variety of tobacco plant, that is Nicotina tabacum, is salt day plant. This plant is grown under salt day conditions in winter season, and when this plant is grown in the winter season or under salt day condition, this plant bears flowers. But the same plant, when grown in summer season or under long day condition, this plant does not bear flower. There will be only vegetative growth of the plant, but there is no flowering. So from this, Gardner and Allard concluded that photoperiods plays an important role in flowering. Some plants require salt day condition for flowering, and some plants require long day condition for the flowering. On the basis of the photoperiod, number of hours needed for the flowering to the plant, plants are divided into three groups. First is salt day plant, SDP, second is long day plant, LDP, and third is day neutral plant, DNP. Children, you have to know which plants are salt day plants. The plants bear flower under salt day condition in the winter season, when they get long unbroken night. So the length of day length or critical period of light varies from species to species, but if salt day plants are kept in day length excess of critical point, there will be only vegetative growth, but there is no flowering, because salt day plants bear flower only under salt day condition. Salt day plants are Xanthium strumarium, Nicotina tovacum, Dahlia. These are the short day plants. Long day plants, the plants bear flower when they are grown under long day conditions. It means they are grown with a short unbroken night. And the plants will not bear flower if they are getting the light below the critical photo period. There will be only vegetative growth, no flowering. So long day plants are spinach, onion, larkspur, cabbage. Other is day neutral plants. Day neutral plants do not have any specific requirement of day length to flower. It means they are not affected by the day length and they bear flower. They are bearing the flower whole year. Children, next you have to know what is the critical photo period. The length of daily period of light to which a plant is exposed is called photo period, and the number of hour of light that determines flowering response in the plant is called photo period. For short day plant, the critical period is the photo period at or below which it flowers. For long day plant, the critical period is the photo period at or above which it bears flower. Next is photoperiodic induction. Children, you have to know what is the photoperiodic induction. You know short day plants grown under long day condition, not bearing the flower. But when they are brought for a short period under short day condition, then floral initiation takes place, means flowering start. Like this, long day plants grown under short day condition, no flowering. But when they are brought under long day condition for a short period of time, then flowering start. So this phenomena is called photoperiodic induction. This photoperiodic induction means light induce the flowering. Then which part of the plant is receiving the light? The perception of day or night length is confined to the young expanded leaves of the plant. It was studied by two scientists, Hammer and Bonner. They observed short day plants, that is Xanthium. This plant is grown under short day condition and flowering occurs. Now, similar plants grown under short day condition, but all the leaves of the plants are removed. There are no leaves in the plant, it means. Then plant is short day plant is grown under short day condition, but the plant has no leaves. There is no flowering. And in third experiment, all the leaves are removed but only one single leaf is present, then they found flowering occurs. Flowering occurs even when only one leaf is present on the plant. So from this experiment, Hamer and Bonner proved leaves of the plants are photoreceptors. They are receiving the light. And when they are receiving the light, then in the leaves of the plant, a plant hormone, florigen, is produced. And this hormone is transported to the apex, to the tip of the plant, and it will start flowering. So this concept of hormone that start flowering, that evoke flowering, so this is the florigen concept. It was given by Russian botanist Chailkhyn, Chailkhyan. So he has given the florigen concept for the flowering. So in the leaves of the plant, this hormone is produced. When leaves of the plant is exposed to light, then it is transported to the apex for floral evocation.